Picture this. It's late at night and you're scrolling through your feeds when all of a sudden you see it, that one product that you've been looking for. You click the link, add to cart, maybe even shop around a little before finally hitting checkout. As you're filling in your address, you realize you don't have your card anywhere near you. That's when you see it, the purple pay button that has all your information saved, making checking out as simple as a tap of your screen. See less carts go abandoned and more sales go with Shopify and their Shop Pay button.
Sign up for your $1 a month trial today at shopify.com/GoTouchGrass. Go to shopify.com/GoTouchGrass. That's shopify.com/GoTouchGrass.
Hey, I'm Joey Dardano, and on my new podcast, Hope from a Hypocrite, I'll be changing lives, helping people in need with my sage advice and thoughtful solutions. Psych! I'm a comedian! I'm not qualified to give good advice. Join me and my comedian friends as we riff, rant, and recommend some of the most legally dubious advice known to man. Listen to Help from a Hypocrite on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Help from a Hypocrite and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Picture this. It's late at night and you're scrolling through your feeds when all of a sudden you see it, that one product that you've been looking for. You click the link, add to cart, maybe even shop around a little before finally hitting checkout. As you're filling in your address, you realize you don't have your card anywhere near you. That's when you see it, the purple pay button that has all your information saved, making checking out as simple as a tap of your screen. See less carts go abandoned and more sales go with Shopify and their Shop Pay button.
Sign up for your $1 a month trial today at shopify.com/GoTouchGrass. Go to shopify.com/GoTouchGrass. That's shopify.com/GoTouchGrass.
You got mail.
Hi, I'm Elise Morales.
And I'm Millie Tamaris.
And this is
Go Touch Grass,
the podcast where we log in
so you can log off.
Millie and I are two chronically online comedians, and on this pod, we break down the week in internet discourse, viral memes, TikTok trends, and niche influencer drama so that you can go do literally anything else with your time.
Anything else. And if you like what you hear today and want to hear more, we got to Go Touch Grass Patreon up and running with access to our Discord community, our spin-off series, Search History, where we go back and break down the discourse from the past.
Mm-hmm.
This week on Patreon, I took Elise down the deep dark web of a man called Tyler Catastrophe.
And what a catastrophe it was.
And listen, we're talking GoFundMe, fraudulent GoFundMe not allegations, but a 3-year-long GoFundMe that's always
We're
running.
Talking about GoFundMe ethics. We're certainly not going to make the ethics of a GoFundMe.
Parasocial
relationships for sure.
There's 8 cancelizations. The Native community has spoken. Guys, the Patreon's good.
The Patreon's poppin'.
And
we've been chatting in the Discord lately. We've been chatting in the Discord. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating and review. We love reviews. We need more of them. But the best review you can give us is to tell your friends about the show. Maybe you're in a Discord. You could, it wouldn't make sense to promote it in the Go Touch Grass Discord, but perhaps you're in a different one for something else. You could promote us there. Tag us in a little story. You know that we're online.
You know we're online.
We'll repost it.
Well, we posted it. Speaking of us being online, don't forget that we're on YouTube. And every week we have our full-length video episodes, along with our clips are there too. Engage with them. Follow us. Listen, Elise, we're at 611 followers on YouTube.
Wow.
Remember when we were begging for 500?
Mm-hmm. Begging.
Begging.
On our hands and knees.
Begging on our
for
hands
500.
and knees
Now
for
we're
500.
rich in followers.
We're rich in
611.
followers. 611.
611. What a beautiful number. That's an elegant number.
That is an elegant
It's
number.
beautiful. You know,
But you know what would be better? 3 million.
yeah. we would
That's
always
an
say,
elegant
that's a
number.
beautiful number. That's a gorgeous number.
That's
3
a
million on YouTube.
gorgeous
for Go Touch Grass.
number.
We're on the road.
But yeah, just, hundreds and millions away.
Here, you mentioned our clips.
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
The person who makes our clips is here. Today on the podcast, we have a friend of the show. You guys know
Returning
him.
guest.
Returning guest. He is the maker of our clips. He was a slayer of dragons.
Slayer is what Elise
Slayer.
calls all gay men.
A slayer. I think it's respectful. Guys, please welcome back into your ears, Steven Zakari.
Yay!
Wow.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Wow. How have you been? Last time you were on the show, it was before your reality TV debut.
It was.
How has life online been since your reality TV debut?
You know what's cuckoo caca? I
do not know what's cuckoo caca.
No.
I didn't expect to get like a lot of DMs.
Oh, like people were sliding or slipping and sliding.
Yes, they can always
They
slip
don't-
and slide in there. I'm totally available. I'm not available. I have a
No,
partner,
I'm
but
like,
we're
don't
open.
you have a Cuban boyfriend?
Yeah, and we're so open and like, but you know what else needs to be open? Yeah.
Ah,
Just kidding.
wait,
Listen,
Okay.
you're
wait a minute.
open. Wait, you're in an open relationship with a Cuban boyfriend, or you're openly out there with your Cuban? I don't know.
We're open. We're in an open relationship, but
Okay.
also, I'll be honest with you. I know. Listen, gals, I'll just be honest. I'm not that great at bonding. I want to be better.
Oh, so you're
Wow,
accepting
okay.
the DMs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You're
okay.
accepting applications.
So you're
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
and you were surprised that being
Yeah.
you were surprised that being on what was it, Logo?
Okay, it's like the new logo. It's Out TV.
Okay, you were on an Out TV reality show with
Yeah.
Tiffany Pollard and a dragon, and you are surprised that you're getting gay men to solicit you for sex. I mean, that sounds pretty not
Yeah.
surprising at all.
I was honestly shocked. No, because like
at the amount, or
well, no, you can hear me out. Like on that show, I was like the grandpa. You know what I mean? Like everyone
But
was
you
like,
had you're very charming on the show.
and you had like the physical prowess, I think, to get very
Yeah,
far.
you had physical prowess. You
Oh my God,
displayed
thank you.
physical prowess
Thank
on
Yeah.
the
you,
show.
thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. No, it was a great time though, and yeah, I just couldn't believe how many DMs. I was like, this is so cool.
Beautiful. And listen,
Yeah.
listeners, you can always DM Steven
You
now.
could always
Please.
You're going to get the Go Touch Grass bump now.
Yeah,
It's
the
like,
Touch Grass bump.
Grass Nation, please slide into my
Grass
DMs.
Nation, Grass Nation, Steven's
Yeah.
ready. And if you want to also DM him and be like, we want more clips.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
no, but when you repost our clips, you're
That's a
doing
DM
something
for
for Steven.
Steven.
That's a
Yeah.
DM for
That's true.
Steven. That's
And
like
that's
for
a bottom that.
Listen,
Speaking of bottom, I was
Okay.
gonna ask you about, I guess, how your relationship has changed on the internet. Now that you've been making and posting our clips, have you been noticing the comments are much more violent? I'm kidding. No, they're not. We
That's
love you
so
guys.
funny.
We love you guys.
No, I freaking love making your clips. You guys are so much fun. Honestly, I mean, I know everyone watching this already knows, but this is a really fun podcast.
Yeah.
This is like
wow,
a really
thank
fun
you.
podcast.
We
No.
make Steven say that.
You-
Yeah,
make
we
all of
actually
us
have
say
a
that.
gun behind Steven.
No,
to say
you
that.
don't. Listen, for someone like me who doesn't like, I'm not real. Listen, I upload on TikTok, but like for others, like I don't really know what's going on. So I learn a lot from the discourse from
Okay.
you guys. I'm like, internet.
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 Well, I have some internet for you guys.
Yes,
give us
the internet.
We have some internet, and it's a very. I feel like the internet is interneting as it
Okay.
often does. Okay, so for today's discourse, we are talking about honestly one of my favorite musicians. I
Yeah.
love her so much, Miss Olivia Rodrigo,
what is y'all two's relationship to Miss Olivia Rodrigo?
She had that song about the driver's license.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
all
and
I
we will
know.
get into that.
Oh,
We will
yes,
get
yes,
into
yes,
that.
yes.
And go ahead.
No, I love her, and I'm currently on a payment plan to see her in next February.
Yes.
I'm jealous. I should have gone on a payment plan to see her next February.
Yeah, my payment plan is my friends.
Yeah.
I have to pay them back. I have to pay them back for the concert ticket that they bought to see. I mean, because the thing is, I love Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Have you guys trying to get a concert ticket in 2026?
That's the thing. That's the bigger hurdle for me. I mean, not that I can afford a lot of concerts. Like, I would be on a payment plan. But the biggest hurdle for me is that I cannot engage with the process of trying to get an Olivia Rodrigo ticket.
I can't imagine that. First of all like the freaking, what is it, the time? You only have a certain amount of time or whatever? And
Yeah,
that's like your 70,000 queue in line?
Yeah, it's also like they release a certain amount of pre-sales. Like if you have an Amex, you get a certain pre-sale. If you are a Spotify listener, you get a certain. So they have to go through every pre-sale first before they do general things. So what a lot of people will do is like buy 10 tickets and then resell 9 of them or whatever to the later people. So then to avoid that, you have to like sign up, fill out a CAPTCHA, and then wait in line.
Yes.
Right at the thing. And so my friend is like, oh my God, I'm 8,000 in line. Like I'm almost there.
See, that's my thing.
there.
I'm 100%. And then by the time she's the front of the line, she's like, okay, it's out. I'm going to do the Spotify pre-sale. Like that's what my friend has been doing to get Olivia Rodrigo tickets.
For me, it's like,
but the tickets weren't that bad.
I really like Olivia Rodrigo's music. She's like one of my top artists on Spotify. I've been listening to her new song literally hundreds of times a day. Who knows what that means? But one thing I really just can't do, and I can't do it for anyone. I wouldn't do it for Taylor. I wouldn't do it for anyone. I can't be 8,000th in line.
Yeah.
I can't be 8,000 in line.
Yeah.
That's just not. I can't do.
Is her fan base the same as like Taylor Swift?
She's a Tay daughter for sure. Like she's very heavily influenced by Taylor Swift, and she originally was like a huge fan of Taylor. Her music is very, very like clearly in the world of Taylor Swift singer-songwriter girls.
Yes, I agree with that. But you're like, does she have the same audience?
Yeah.
I think that her audience skews younger.
For sure.
And more culturally diverse.
For sure.
Than Taylor's. Because, like we're getting a lot more Asian American and whatever. And also, like Gen Z. And then also like Gen Alpha. Like,
she's
like her shit.
She's skewed. So this is part of the conversation too. So she's like, I'm sure that there is a big overlap between Taylor Swift fans and Olivia Rodrigo fans, myself being one. But I agree with you, too, that, like, it definitely, her fan base is younger and, even goes into, like, Gen Alpha and stuff like that. But she has, like, she's obviously also, like, a really, really famous, popular pop star. I'll do the bio.
She was at Disney,
Yes, I have the biographical information.
Yes.
Bada boom, bada boom.
Olivia Rodrigo, born February 20th, 2003.
Wow.
Oh, God.
So she's a 23-year-old singer-songwriter. She got her start as an actress. She was like a child actress. You can find like old clips of her in like commercials and stuff. But she's best known, acting-wise, for her role as Nene Salazar Roberts in High School Musical, the series.
High School Musical, the musical, the series.
Yes, this was a Disney show that was a musical that was about a high school that is doing High School Musical.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
We can take a second with it.
Yeah, wait.
We can break it all down.
Wait, so the show is about a school that's putting on a show, a High School Musical?
The show is about a school that is putting on a production of High School Musical. I think at least I don't know if eventually it becomes about more than that, but I think the original conceit is this school is putting on High School Musical. And the show is about that, but I think the show itself is also a musical.
Yes. So it's a musical about about theater kids.
Got it.
And like all the dramas of running a theater thing. But the tie-in is that the play of the year is High School Musical.
Yes. So it's High School Musical, the series.
So you're just basically seeing them sing new songs and then seeing them sing We're All in This Together.
Yes. And like it was a popular Disney show. Like it was popular among tweens. So again, like with her fan base skewing younger, like obviously it's not something we would have been aware of, but I think it was a popular Disney show.
I think it probably like fed that Glee It was like Kids Bop Glee kind of.
Yeah, maybe skewing like even slightly younger than a Glee fan base.
Exactly. It's like filling that Glee position for a younger audience.
Totally. It's for tweens, basically. Her hit 2021 song, Driver's License, is what made her make that transition from like High School Musical, the series girl, to pop star. Driver's License is about her co-star Joshua Bassett in High School, the musical, the series.
Who she used to date.
Cheated
on her with Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. So in Driver's License, there's a line that's like, I bet you're with that blonde girl who always made me doubt. And the blonde girl is Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and there's like, there was overlap between them. So at least the thesis of
that song of the
Sour is that there was overlap between the two of them in that song. We actually have a whole Patreon episode about that. Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo and all this stuff, though they have been spotted together talking at events. Yeah. And I think we're going to get the collab that we predicted in that episode quite soon. Anyway, thing about Driver's License that's interesting is it was kind of the first song to get huge on TikTok. She was already obviously famous for, like, it's not like she came out of nowhere to have a song that got huge on TikTok, but it's kind of was the first, like, oh, this song started going viral on TikTok and it made it a huge sensation.
Yeah, and I also think that it's like, I feel like she might be like the biggest, or I don't know, I'm like, in her age group and like the biggest pop star, and it's like, it is very angsty and it's very like whatever. Yeah. So it's speaking to a generation that wasn't spoken to in this very specific pop way. Yeah. That like got it to blow up too. And then of course it got big on TikTok because who was on TikTok first? Kids.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's also kind of where Olivia Rodrigo lives in an interesting way. Like, yes, she's a Tay daughter, but her unique sound, she's also has like a very clear pop punk influence in a lot of her music. She's like she's a little more like rock and roll.
Yeah, she's more experimental. Yeah. I think that I like I think all of Olivia's albums are stronger than maybe the last few albums Taylor did.
I think there's a good argument for
that. Yeah.
I have been personally in a Tortured Poets era, so I'm feeling really good about Tortured Poets, but I'm not going to stand here and say that all three of Olivia's, the third album isn't even out, but I'm not going to say that both offerings aren't better than Showgirl.
Yeah. That Sour and Guts better than Showgirl.
You're not gonna have me sitting here saying that Sour and Guts aren't better than Showgirl.
When did Driver's License come out? It was
2021.
Years ago, right? Was that around the time? God, this is like okay. Internet stuff. Was that the time when like TikTok was kind of changing the fact that like let's make music shorter?
Yeah, well, I think maybe that
Driver's License was the longest song, wasn't it?
Well, so one thing about like both of her other albums is that they're like 30 minutes long. So I don't know the actual length. Yeah, they're like her albums are really short, and I think
that's Gen Z artist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think, but that's also what, to your point, I think she was part of that initial wave of like, okay, people are trying. I think basically because of Driver's License, it became this thing of like, oh, your song can go viral on TikTok. And so songs started to become TikTokified and things became shorter. I remember reading a thing about how Adele like refused to do that for her last album. Like all the music execs were like, you need to make a short song that can go viral on TikTok. And she was like, I'm fucking Adele. Like, I'm not doing that.
Hell yeah.
So
well, I feel like too, the lyrics of Driver's License are so like angsty that like you can take out two lines and it'll be like interesting.
It's a great song.
It's a great song. And I'm also like thinking about how Cardi B's like writing process of like people have started using social media to inspire them to make songs. Like she's like, every rap lyric of mine needs to stand alone as an Instagram caption. That's how Cardi B likes writing process.
Really?
And that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really interesting.
Didn't Ariana Grande, like, because I remember her last album, like, all of her songs were like 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes each.
It is a trend that songs and albums in general are getting shorter, and people attribute it to, like, TikTok, social media, Gen Z, no one has attention span, all the things.
Yeah.
People attribute it to all that. But, like, you are correct to, like, place Driver's License as part of that conversation.
I know some things.
Her third album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love, is set to come out in June. I'm very excited. But this brings us to what are we talking about with her today? Olivia is currently in press mode for this album. Mm-hmm. And basically, people online are in a frenzy getting mad at each other because you know how like now, especially now, artists will have a stylistic choice that goes with the album.
Yeah.
So like Sabrina
Totally.
Carpenter was pin-up-y
Yep.
Yeah.
for Short and Sweet, and then she kind of brought in like a 70s vibe for
Totally.
Man-Child. Like everyone has their signature
Charlie
look, but
XCX, yeah, she'd always
Yeah.
wear like asymmetrical layers and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it is part of the album vision.
Sure.
exactly. I
Marina,
mean, yeah,
huge on that.
Beyonce always has
Yeah.
like a stylistic
Yeah.
Yeah.
tie-in to the album. So Olivia Rodrigo, obviously now that she's doing promo for this album, we've gotten to see what her like "you seem pretty sad for a girl so in love" era style is, and she's wearing baby doll dresses.
Yeah.
And people don't like it. Well, some people don't like it because they say that she is infantilizing herself. So first I'm going to show you guys the baby doll dresses.
Okay. So not Babydoll like the designer in Japan. We're talking like
No.
No,
Baby
like the
doll.
style of dresses where it's like a short dress that's like very femme and like kind of frilly and like usually like juts out at like the waist.
Got it.
I mean, I'm going to show you 2 pictures so you'll get it. But this is
Okay.
from the music video for the first single off the album,
Okay.
Drop Dead. She filmed it in Versailles, which is
She
also really
literally
cool.
filmed it in Versailles, and it's kind of like, to me, and she has like headphones on, so it's like kind of giving me a little bit like modern romantic princessy, but also
Yeah.
very short. And
Yeah. So the dress is a Chloe blue baby doll dress. And again, this is for the song Drop Dead, which I listen to 100 times a day. And it's basically like, it's like this cute little short baby doll dress. And it does have little frilly like shorts under it.
Bloomers? Those are
Bloomers,
bloomers.
yeah.
yeah, she
Yeah.
wears really short baby doll dresses and bloomers.
And
Yeah.
bloomers. Okay.
That's a part of it too, is that people feel like they're very, very like femme styling, I guess, like the baby doll dresses. But she does have these like little bloomers that she wears. So basically, the conversation started with this. So the music video comes out. She's wearing this cute baby doll dress. It's like her romping around the Palace of Versailles. To me, it's giving like slumber party type vibes of like, but like Versailles is her. You know, the house
Yeah.
where because it's like her and a bunch of girls playing guitar and she's rolling around in her bed and like looking at stuff. Anyway, then the conversation got brought back up over this weekend because of this pink baby doll dress by Generation 78. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but there are a bunch of like accents in the word generation. So
Listen, I think you did a great
whatever.
job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She did a performance in Barcelona this weekend because she reached 1 billion streams on
Yeah.
Spotify. So you get to do this show called the Spotify Billions Club.
I think Bad Bunny did that in Tokyo.
Hell
And they
yeah.
pick like a random
Oh,
city.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And Spotify does that. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's pretty
she
cool.
wore this little pink baby doll dress, which is also, again, really, really short. And you can't see it here, but like if she were to like jump around, she has like little bloomers.
Yeah.
Sure.
once
Roughly
again.
You got it.
bloomers.
So off rip. Thoughts on the dresses? Thoughts on the baby doll dresses?
I mean, I personally, as Millie Tamara's owner of many a baby doll dress,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like it. I think, one of her biggest advertisements, like Billboard, that she has one in Greenpoint, is her on a swing in a dress and like kicking.
That's
her
the
feet.
album cover.
Cover, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
based on this like really famous painting. It's of this like woman who's on a swing.
Mm.
Yeah, so I just feel like she always has played with super femininity, and like
Yeah.
that's kind of what I like to do. I like to
Mhm.
dress very feminine, very girly, have really frilly stuff, and like then I feel like that helps
Mhm.
my comedy. People receive my comedy differently.
Right.
And like I'm able to make more subversive or more things like outside of this package, but it is kind of part of the package. So I kind of see that, and like so much of her songs and stuff are about being a young woman and femininity and all that and like challenging. So I'm just like, yeah, like it's part of the whole fucking thing. She's
Yeah.
not an idiot. And also she's really skinny and she is really girly. And like that's what her fans like, and that's what I don't know. I'm just like,
Yeah.
But also, it's kind of like, I mean, clearly she loves it. And obviously, what's the name of the album again?
You seem pretty sad for a girl so in love.
So I mean, like you're saying, like she's super into like femininity and everything like that. I mean, like it probably just goes with the album, and she likes that people are talking about it, right? I mean, she's got to love the fact that people are talking about these outfits.
I think.
But does it look like a baby? Is what
I
people
mean,
say.
I don't think it looks like
she
a
looks like a
baby.
baby.
I mean,
I don't think she looks like a baby.
No.
I think for me, I'm like, if you can't tell the difference between a 23-year-old woman and a baby, I don't like if being attracted to a 23-year-old woman who's wearing like a cute femme outfit also makes you attracted to a baby, that is something that I don't think is Olivia Rodrigo's fault.
Literally, I was just gonna say, like, doth protest too much. Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, and I do just think, like, to Millie's point too, she is very much, especially as, like, again, she's 23. She's really fucking young, and her music and her vibe and her aesthetic is a celebration of, like, being a young girl. So I think she's trying to look like a 23-year-old in her youth who can, like, frolic around. I mean, not even that it's tied to an age, but, like, it is part of her thing that she's a young woman in, like, just newly becoming even, like, what would be considered a woman. Her brain's not even fully cooked yet. So I just don't. Yeah, I think that she can wear baby doll dresses. I don't know.
Well, I think, like, right, if she had a pacifier, if she was like, if all her songs are like, I'm a dumb baby, like that,
like walking bow-legged,
or something like that leaned in. But again, like, it is, it is an interesting thing of, like, what does it mean to dress like a woman of her age? Like, because she's playing with more pastel colors and it's frilly and silky. So it's interesting what I had the silky puffer jacket, like a bright baby pink puffer, and it, rented it, and it had like all these pink bows on it and all this stuff, and I freaking got like, it was weird to get catcalled in that. Like, I'm like, this guy's like, damn, and I'm like, I am wearing like a bunch of bows, and like, I am wearing, it's like Dr.
But that's not
thing. That's not on me. I'm like, I guess I want people to be like, wow, that's really cute. But it's also like, it's weird when someone's like sexualizing that.
Also, and I know that there's kind of like an ineffable quality to what I'm about to say. It's hard to pin down, but her stuff doesn't feel male gazy to me.
No.
And I do think there's always that famous saying about porn that's like, you know it when you see it. Like, you can tell the difference between porn and something that's maybe like erotic, or like a picture of a naked person is not porn, and you can like tell the difference. Basically, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
I think that you can tell when something is like very male gazy.
Yeah.
Like when the difference between a Sabrina Carpenter and a Sydney Sweeney, like you can kind of tell
100%.
where the styling is coming from, even though both of them are like sexy blondes. And yes, like Olivia Rodrigo is really beautiful and she looks sexy in her dresses or whatever, but I don't think her music isn't really about sex at all. And I mean, I guess I haven't heard this album.
Yeah.
Maybe it's really nasty, but I doubt it. She seems more like she's trying to be like feminine and fun.
Yeah. But also, who are the people that are saying it? Who are the people that are saying
that's a great
Men?
question. We can get into
like,
it. Here's the answer. It's people on Threads.
Oh,
it's
God.
people on Threads.
People on
It's people on Threads.
I actually, now I've come around and say, like, conversations are happening on Threads, but Threads knows I do stand-up comedy, and I just do not want an entire like social media channel dedicated to everyone I know talking about their opinions on stand-up.
Amen.
Threads, it will really, like, if it gets a whiff of anything you might be interested in, you are going to see that a gazillion times over. So now, because I engaged with this to do research, my entire Threads is about Olivia Rodrigo wearing baby doll dresses.
That's how Twitter is now too, where it's like, I'll like one thing about Summer House, and then everyone's like,
oh, you like Summer House?
Booty hole. It was farted 3 times yesterday.
And
a lot is going on.
First of all, good
and
for
I
you still
like
being on
that.
Twitter. Good for you.
No,
we have
I'm
to.
crazy.
We have to.
Doing the work.
You know what? You miss out on. I just feel like you do miss out, or I'm getting stuff like really fucking early.
And it's still also good when like something fun happens in the moment. Like Threads does not.
It doesn't have it.
Yeah.
People are writing jokes. The jokes are so good on Twitter.
Yeah.
No one has been able to replicate the jokes.
I know.
Yet.
I know, and it's really sad that Elon Musk.
And it's also,
but
it's also good to see. It is like the last place where everyone's kind of interacting, like in a, I don't know, town square.
No one has fully replaced it yet. Is the thing, and so sometimes you got to get that sweet Twitter hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did pull a bunch of Threads posts so that we can like see the different versions of the conversation.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the anti-Babydoll people, the people who are mad at Olivia. Okay, so we've got this. There are kind of a bunch of different pillars of this. I know. Which one is making you laugh first?
Okay, to me, what's standing up is like, okay, the username of this account is exactly what I think. It's a stereotype of what I think of Threads, which is amethyst_energy22.
So number one, the big criticism is that she is infantilizing herself and promoting the fetishization of young girls. The thing that I kept seeing is that like Olivia is being styled this way because men in the music industry are abusers and they're pedophiles and they want to make it okay to fetishize young girls. So they want Olivia to dress this way. And it's part of like all part of the larger trend toward conservatism and rolling back women's rights. So we've got this first quote from Kate the Quaint. All right. I've never taken any personal interest in any of this type of nonsense, but I've learned that I'm always right when something feels wrong.
I actually don't believe you. Kate the Quaint. I feel like you always take personal interest in this type of
shit. So I did some light Googling. Correct me if I'm wrong. Olivia's producer, Dan Nigro, collaborated last year with UMG, Universal Music Group, a company whose CEO, Lucia Grange, is accused of involvement with Diddy and whose main shareholder is a right-wing billionaire family, the Ballor family. This collab helped launch Olivia's success. This is one of two, but this is the tenor of the conversation. So this person is saying that because Olivia's producer worked with a CEO who was involved with Diddy and whose shareholder is a right-wing person, that is why she's wearing the Babydoll dress.
Got it.
So then we're just gonna keep
for the
moving
little
along.
light Googling.
Yeah.
I love to be like, I know I'm right. I did a light Google. The infallible light Google.
Yeah, the light Google is unbelievable.
Cool. Absolutely looked at AI overviews for all these things. Didn't read.
So true.
But also, like, look, I'm never gonna not say that there's a cabal of pedophiles in that's actually been proving. There was. I don't think Olivia Rodrigo's Babydoll dress. If you can make that case for Britney Spears being in a school, being around guys for Baby One More.
That was male gazing, and
that
you can tell when you
yeah.
see it because her tits are out and all this stuff. Like you can fucking
and she's
tell.
looking like a schoolgirl, and she's in a school,
and she's doing like a very sexy dance as a 16-year-old. Olivia Rodrigo, like she's jumping around, and like so some people are like she's acting like a baby, and like her dress is coming up, and blah blah blah. But like she's mostly jumping around and like frolicking and doing like rock girl movement.
But also, it's not like anything's hanging. It's not like like she's not showing anything.
No.
Like so,
you
like,
can
what's the
tell
problem?
when Britney's in Oops, or in Baby One More Time, like iconic music video, sure, but you can tell who that's fucking for.
100%.
Yeah, and the thing is, like getting to the detail. All like Olivia wears a high neckline in that span, and you can tell when female gaze is like the details. Like you could see the intricate flowers, the multicolored lace, how she has like. But is it short? Yeah, but like she's wearing blue. I'm just like, whatever. What did Amethyst Energy say?
Amethyst Energy 22 said, if you're seeing the response to the new clothes they're putting Rodrigo in, I also think it's very interesting that it's like this, that it's like other people are putting her in the clothes. They're making her wear the clothes.
Like she doesn't have any say.
If you're seeing the response to the new clothes they're putting Rodrigo in and your only response is, well, clearly they're just policing her dress, I don't think you understand that it's not just dress. They also have her mannerisms changing as well, but also Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is also often the correct one. They're putting her in baby doll dresses to make her look like a baby doll. And because most of the people who own the investment companies who pay her, agents, stylists, because most of them are men who have been exposed in the Epstein files, we have to ask ourselves, why are we suddenly seeing a massive uptick in baby doll aesthetics right now? Think critically, because our lives as women and femmes depend on it. So I love the idea of saying that that's the simplest explanation, because the simplest explanation is that she likes the style of the dress and she wants to wear it. But this person saying the simplest explanation is that the cabal of pedophiles that we do know exists wants her to wear the baby doll dresses because they want her to seed us all with the idea that like being a baby is sexy and it should be okay to find babies sexy.
I feel like everybody in the Epstein files right now, they're laying low.
Yeah,
they're not trying to influence it.
Except the president. Except
the
the president.
president is in China with Elon Musk. So
Yeah.
is he telling Olivia Rodrigo what to wear? Absolutely. The president even has shit to do, which is cuss out Pope Francis on Truth Social.
Yeah.
I'm also just like, actually, people are saying right now, I'm like, the doll, like the big puffy Selkie dresses have been around.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's been a trend for like, and the bows and
Yeah.
all of that, like that's been around since 2021, I think. Like,
So that's kind of, that'll get us to like the response to this. But in general, I pulled one more post from Threads from Miklovsky. I can't help but feel like the Olivia Rodrigo dress controversy is a smokescreen. The argument I keep seeing is we shouldn't be policing what women wear. It's a slippery slope / victim blaming. We should be holding men accountable. Guys, we are trying to hold men accountable. The men who cash in on this Babydoll shtick, because this look in 2026 is a real choice. So basically, people are trying to say that, like, in this post-Epstein world, Olivia Rodrigo wearing a Babydoll dress contributes to the desires of the global pedophilic elite, I guess.
Like, what? Like, what if she just likes the dress?
I think she likes the
What
dress.
if she just
I like
likes
the
the
dress.
dress?
She likes the
I
And
dress.
like
she's
the
just
dress.
having a
I like
fun
the-
time
I think she got a
in
stylist. And
Versailles.
I know, exactly. I don't know.
I'm also just like, there are things that you can, but this is why, I mean, I hate to be like, this is a distraction, but I'm like,
Yeah.
there are like actually like thousands of ways to figure out this Epstein shit and like give justice for victims
Yeah.
outside of Olivia Rodrigo wearing
I
a
know.
dress.
And the thing that's interesting is like, it is crazy in a post-Epstein world to have to talk about stuff because, again, as we already said, there were elite pedophiles flying all over the world
Yeah.
and having sex with kids. That's crazy. There were people who shaped society's idea of what female attractiveness is, who were on those flights and all that stuff. Fucking Victoria's Secret and Lex Wexner and all of that shit. So, like, we live in such a crazy time where the stupidest shit in the world, conspiracy thinking, you can't ever fully dismiss stuff because people can point to something that is true and be like,
yeah.
well, Lex Wexner was an Epstein person and he made Victoria's Secret and
Right.
they are part of the heroin chic trend and that was to make women look smaller. And like, you can go down the rabbit hole and sometimes it's true, but I don't feel that way about Olivia Rodrigo's Babydoll.
I don't feel that way about Olivia Rodrigo. And like, I guess it's just like, yeah, when the anger is displaced or blamed on, you know, somebody else making a bold artistic choice, that's when I'm like, is Threads even for me? So what's that?
Okay, so let's see the back because there are people who are speaking our language as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's talk about the pro-dress people. And I will say that when I'm on Threads, and Threads will always serve you both sides because I think Threads likes to keep you a little agitated.
Yeah.
There are definitely more pro-dress people. I
Yeah.
think that the side that's anti-dress is like loud, but I think the pro-dress side is mightier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, here we've got safety through sex ed. Great.
Okay.
Hot take, Olivia Rodrigo was not dressed like a child in her recent music video. She was wearing a stylized version of a Rococo boudoir lingerie common for the Versailles period. I'm stunned at the amount of people claiming anyone disagreeing with it must be a predator. This take infantilizes her and trivializes the rampant rape and pedophilia cultures running our society. Olivia Rodrigo never needed to appeal to predators to be successful. She's proven as much. Quit with this BS. I get we're all incredibly tired and enraged, especially coming on the heels of this CNN investigation. What this person is talking about is this CNN investigation into an online rape website. We can't do that right now.
Yeah, we
We
haven't
can't
even
get-
gotten into the
Yeah.
60,000
We
member
can't get into the
rape
Rape Academy.
academy.
We're not doing the Rape Academy. We're not doing it today. But what this person is referring to is the Rape Academy. Okay, great. I've said Rape Academy 5 times. So I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep
Well,
moving.
we're not putting this on the fucking clip. Don't put this on
Don't
the
clip
clip.
this, Steven.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
clip.
clip anything about Epstein or rape because our shit gets
We
shadowed again
learned.
for 3
Yeah,
months.
We
that's
shall learn.
actually a fun behind the scenes for our
Yeah.
listeners is that we had to stop clipping anything that mentioned Jeffrey Epstein
Yeah.
because we noticed that anytime we put up a clip that says his name at all, that clip does poorly and the next like 5 clips do poorly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though they're amazing.
Yeah.
And Steven did a great job and we're so funny.
On every platform.
And so
Every
we
platform.
know we know there's something afoot. When our
Yeah.
clips are not doing well,
So
it's
you don't
shadow
have to be
banning.
pointing out Olivia Rodrigo, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's hit up TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and say, why is Go Touch Grass
being shadow banned
be shadow banned
when
for
we're trying to talk.
saying that Epstein got his money from being a weird perverted math teacher?
Exactly.
Amen.
Why are we being censored? Okay, so basically, to go back to our takes, this person said this thing. I guess we're all incredibly tired and enraged, especially coming on the heels of the CNN investigation, but we need to be more discerning. This amount of outrage at the most normal adult things isn't conducive. She has another post.
We don't
This
need
person
to,
has
we
another
don't need
post.
it to hear anymore.
We can't get into more. Other things people pointed out, this is from Capricorn Princess.
And not Amethyst Energy.
Not
Capricorn.
Amethyst. We have Amethyst Energy in the other group. Now we have Capricorn Princess in this group. Capricorn Princess says, I haven't seen anyone mention the kind whore trend popularized in the 90s by Courtney Love, Kate Bjelland, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, and other women grunge musicians. This is a quote, intentionally taking the most constraining parts of the feminine good girl aesthetic, inflating them to a cartoon level, and subverting them to kill any ingrained insecurities. I don't know who that quote is from, but it was in quotations. It was a fashion movement that was actively criticizing the sexualization of innocence and the Madonna whore complex. I think it's pretty obvious that this is what she's inspired by. So people are basically also saying, like, number one, she has a very clear aesthetic that's rooted in, like, the Versailles stuff. Because there's a line in Drop Dead that's, like, looking like an angel on the walls of Versailles. She put that out, she filmed the music video in Versailles. So there is this, like...
I do want to go to Versailles and wear one of those dresses.
Well, Millie, don't infantilize yourself.
No, I want to...
Millie, you're encouraging pedophiles if you do that. Millie, no. That's just what they want. That's what Bill Clinton wants.
Bill Clinton can't even... That's also the thing, too. Anybody who was in the Epstein files is 2 steps away from death, baby. So, I mean, Giuliani's on his way out, and...
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Rape Academy.
Christ.
Giuliani's dead.
No.
Read what corseted feminist has to say.
Okay, so then we've got one more post by corseted feminist.
You know what? If anyone is good, I actually do want to know what corseted feminist says.
Yeah, I'm like, this is actually the one.
I
did a light Google.
Yeah.
And I want to hear what corseted feminist has to say.
Okay.
Corseted feminist said, all right, we're going to have some fashion history. Baby doll dresses were invented as nightgowns in the 1940s as a response to fabric shortages from the war. The name came from a Tennessee Williams movie that mocks, among other things, the infantilizing of white women in marriage and includes the titular character wandering around in a nightgown. Baby doll dress became popular as outerwear in the 60s, where they were a sign of rebellion in part because you didn't have to wear shapewear with them. Baby doll dresses became popular again as part of the kinder whore fashion. Okay, I said kind whore before.
Yeah.
Sorry, listen, I'm learning about these things in real time too.
Yeah.
I said
It's
Ray
called-
J. Jean Page.
Yeah. Ray J. Jean. Ray J. Jean. I think it was actually Ray J. Jean Pierre.
I did say Ray J. Jean Pierre. I knew it was Ray J. Jean Pierre. I got confused with Bridgerton.
Listen, I get it.
Okay,
Ray J.
so
Jean Pierre, I love.
Ray J.
I love
Jean-Pierre.
Ray J. Jean Pierre. Anyway,
Kinder whore fashion.
Kinder whore fashion was a
90s.
style of punk and grunge fashion that mocks and subverts the virgin whore tropes using pretty and immature clothes combined with dark makeup and cleavage. I've seen it described as same-sex drag. So it's number one, there are people who are saying this is not Olivia Rodrigo's problem. Olivia Rodrigo can wear what she wants. But then there are also people who are like, this is actually rooted in historical fashion and it kind of all makes sense.
Yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo has this grungy aesthetic. She she definitely clearly looks back to people like Courtney Love as far as inspiration goes.
Yeah.
Also, she has a specific Versailles aesthetic that is happening. And also, like, baby doll dresses, that's not even where they come from. Like, they don't come from trying to make women look like babies.
The baby doll was like, the baby of it is not about looking like a baby. It's about being babied in your marriage because you don't have any rights or autonomy. But again, when you don't respect women or think women are smart, artistic people, you won't see anything that they do as artistic choices. It's just, why is she
Yeah.
God, let her wear the dress. Like, just let her wear the dress.
That's how I feel too. I'm like, and maybe it's because I'm an Olivia Rodrigo fan, but I'm a Sabrina Carpenter fan, and we came down on the side that we thought her
Her
Man-Child
cover?
album cover was male gazy.
Yeah.
I don't think her aesthetic in general is. Obviously, she's sexy.
Totally.
And she does kind of more of a sexy baby thing than Olivia. But people were kind of bringing up in the conversation that, like, Sabrina Carpenter has also been subjected to this idea that, like, because she's small and sexy, that she's responsible for men being attracted to children. And it's just interesting that Sabrina and Olivia are, like, intrinsically linked.
Men need to go to therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also
Sad.
but I feel like a lot of the people making this thing is also women.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a lot of women in the other
women,
group.
like,
But it's probably those
enforcing
same women
patriarchy.
with those freaking dumbass men that, like, you know what I mean? That's just how they think because they don't. Oh God.
I feel like sometimes in culture we let people lash out at the thing that feels closest to them
Yeah.
to change. And it feels more, even as crazy as it sounds, because Olivia Rodrigo is a huge star who has 1 billion streams on Spotify, it seems easier to them to convince Olivia Rodrigo to dress differently than it is to, like, get justice for the Epstein files or
And
whatever.
isn't that
Like-
sad? What does that say about our like unconscious bias?
Yeah.
Who do we think we have power?
Yeah.
What can we actually do?
And it's always a young woman and a young woman of color in this
And
case.
a young
It's
woman of
just
color.
looking
That's
at-
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, actually, there's probably people in your family, in your church, in your life that say inappropriate things about kids. You have, you're triggered by this because of something. And instead of examining that, you're just going to shoot off a fucking thread, out into the world criticizing this woman who's making a clear, actually very obvious artistic choice.
Also, isn't all of her songs, right? Because you guys know her better than I do. Like, they're all like about feminism, right? Or like they're very feminine. Or like
she's very I mean, I guess I would say, like, I don't think her songs are
There's songs
she's
like you
like
cheated
love
on
songs,
me, you fucking suck. I'm gonna get revenge on you for ditching me. I'm gonna tell your
But she's
mom
like a
that you
badass.
suck.
Yeah, she's
but-
like a badass bitch.
But
though.
she's a badass. It has this rock aesthetic. The way that she's like a Tay daughter is as of right now, the music is a lot about relationships with guys, and you can kind of know who the guy is and whatever, blah, blah, blah.
She dressed.
I would never say otherwise.
I know you
I would
wouldn't.
never say otherwise.
I know you wouldn't, but I want you
No,
to
this is
know.
good to know, though. This
She
is
does
better.
dress better.
Copy,
She does
copy,
dress
copy.
better. But she has personally been pretty good on, like, the activism front. Like, she will definitely talk about feminist issues. She talked about Roe v. Wade being overturned. Like, you know where she stands politically.
Yeah.
And
I feel like even more than Taylor, which is
Yeah.
like her being younger, whatever, but she'll be like, fuck the Supreme
Yeah,
Court.
like, she's not
she'll say
like
that
call them
stuff.
out
Yeah.
in like a huge concert, like very, very forward. So
Yeah.
there's no question about her, like, even right-wing
we're-
baiting.
Also, if she's making, I'm assuming the label, probably so much money, don't you think if she was like, I want to wear this dress, they're going to be like, yeah, like, it's probably
Yeah,
like, why would
it's
they
like-
force her into
But it's because, again, these people don't think women
Yeah,
have
just-
autonomy,
Yeah.
power, or whatever. And also, it's also, again, like, they're not seeing any movement in the Epstein thing, so it's
So
easier to
let's-
tell a woman to stop dressing like a thing instead of telling
Instead
your
of-
local politician to
stop having sex.
stop actually voting for everything Trump wants.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
punish him
and to stop
for his-
enabling the very people or whatever. But it's like there is definitely something ironic to me of, like, trying to pin Epstein culture on a 23-year-old girl who has, like, not fuck all to do with it, and also, like,
She was 2 when he got first acquitted.
yeah, yeah.
And
she
let's-
was
and
born
let's
in
talk about that.
2003.
She was
That's
2 years old
crazy.
when he got first acquitted, and he got that sweetheart deal
Yeah.
from Andrew.
She was a
Acosta.
baby.
She
She
was
was
a
an
baby.
actual baby.
She
She was
sure
in the
was.
same dress. She was in the
same dress.
same damn dress.
Same dress.
Okay. Do we feel that we've said what we need to say?
Yes.
I think that
Let's move on.
we've absolved Olivia
Yeah.
Rodrigo.
Yeah.
And I think that, Olivia, if you're listening, which you are, I'm sure, we're really excited
Definitely.
for the album, and you should wear what you want.
Starting something isn't just hard, it's terrifying. So much work goes into this thing that you're not entirely sure will work out, and it can be hard to make that leap of faith. Trust me, I know. When I started this podcast, I wasn't even sure what I was doing. What if no one listens? What if I make a fool of myself always? What if no one buys my merch? Now I know that I was right in believing in myself and launching Go Touch Grass. Despite all these fears and hesitations, it also helps to have a partner like Elise and also like Shopify on your side to help.
Shopify is the e-commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. From household names like Go Touch Grass to brands just getting started, like Go Touch Grass. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store that matches your brand's style. Accelerate your efficiency whether you're uploading new products or trying to improve existing ones. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography.
It's time to turn those what ifs into with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/GoTouchGrass. Go to shopify.com/GoTouchGrass. That's shopify.com/GoTouchGrass.
Now we're going to get into a TikTok. We're going to TikTok today. So today we are talking about, which Millie put me on to.
Yes. And guess what? I got it on Twitter.
Yeah. This is, okay, so we just did a big Threads topic. This is definitely a Twitter topic. This is where we're seeing some tweets.
Okay.
We're going back to fucking basics. And we're looking at tweets, not fucking threads.
And, yelling at politicians.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
We're getting to what this country was about, which is politicians posting on Twitter.
Yes.
Okay?
This nation, this grass nation.
Oh, God.
So U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is facing backlash online for a 5-part reality series he created on YouTube called The Great American Road Trip to celebrate the United States' 250th birthday. 250 is coming up. I think people, maybe it's my liberal bubble, but I don't know anyone who gives two shits about that.
No.
But maybe if we went to the heartland, people would care about that.
I think people in terms of programming and stuff like that, I've heard the 250 number float around.
Yeah.
In terms of Macy's might do an extra thing or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure the fireworks are going to be special.
Yeah, there's going to be some special thing. I've heard that being floated, but
Because of this happening?
no.
Because
So
of just 250.
America came out.
America came out.
America, 1776.
America drops on
Yeah.
1776.
Yeah, the surprise Beyonce drop of America. The Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4th, 1776, 250 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So
the
this
250.
For more on that,
Okay.
see Hamilton.
now
Sorry,
we're
I was
back.
so big. Now I'm
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So then, by Hamilton, the Puerto Rican guy made a song about it
Yeah.
and a play. It won a lot of awards.
Yeah.
The end. So, but I've heard a little twist or something.
But I do think that the Trump administration is trying to do a lot of 250 stuff. They're really trying to make 250 happen in a big way, which I think this thing is part of. So let's watch just a little bit of the trailer. We're going to watch the first minute and a half of the trailer because it is 4 minutes long. And
Lord.
that's far too long.
A trailer.
trailer
But,
4 minutes?
let's talk about it being an art.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. So this is the road trip guy, Sean Duffy.
What a beautiful family.
Hi, can I say hi to Mr. President? Can I say hi to President Trump?
Taking a little trip.
Yes.
A little trip all over.
So the motto is to love America is to see America. It's more than a road trip. It's a civic experience. It's one of the most powerful ways to understand the vast, beautiful, complicated place we call home. 1, 2, 3, road trip.
Everybody looks forward to it.
Yes.
You're not told to go by your parents. You're not said, we're going and you're going, but I don't want to go, Mom.
Seatbelts on.
Everybody wants to go, right?
I think Mud's kind of mad. I'm not.
You're mad.
We're not going to fight on this trip. Put your seatbelts on.
So we're inviting you along with our family on the Great American Road Trip. Stop scrolling and hit the road, mile by mile, window down, and hearts wide open.
There we go. So it's him, his wife, who is also a Fox News host, and their 9 children.
And I do have to say that his wife is Mexican.
Yes, her name is
Rachel Campos. I had to look up because I'm like, she's Latina and I need to know what's going on.
Yes. So it's his wife is also a Fox News host. Her name is Rachel Campos Duffy. And then they have 9 children. They're all going on the road trip. Basically, it's like Donald Trump wishing them well, and then they're all going to go on this road trip. Something to note. Duffy, also a former Fox News host. Our entire government is former Fox News hosts, this we know.
Sure.
But Duffy also was on The Real World Boston in 1997, and he met his wife on Road Rules All-Stars.
Yep, I was waiting for you to get to
What?
this. So that's also why they did the road trip, is because they met on Road
They
Rules.
met on Road Rules.
And aren't we also bringing the dumbasses bringing Apprentice back?
Oh,
Is
are
he?
they?
Yes.
That I don't know. I can't.
Like,
know
it's just
everything.
like everything.
I mean, he should just do Apprentice at this point, and then
No,
like,
one of the sons is doing it.
the
Oh,
son.
no.
No, I don't want to watch
No,
that.
that I don't want to watch. Him to be
I actually
occupied.
do want to see a reality show of Trump yelling at Kash Patel.
I mean,
That I would
that.
watch.
Now
Yeah,
that's
That
like
would
I
watch.
actually
Okay.
want to see that, but like I don't need to see Eric or DJ TJ
Mm-hmm.
do anything.
But
No.
also, this show. So what is it? They're just going on a road
They're,
trip?
yeah, basically it's like they're going to go all over America and try to highlight different small
KKK
towns.
groups?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay. KKK
No, yeah,
groups,
like,
it's some
let's
different
go.
things, like to encourage inter-America travel.
Yeah, so that's one of the big things. So basically, like, people start clowning this immediately, number one, because it's, like, weird and corny and, like, why are we doing this? But also because a lot of the conceit of the show is that they want people to go on road trips, but people are like, gas is up 50% since the start of the war in Iran. We're at an average of $4.50 a gallon. Like, no one wants to go on a road trip, and suggesting it is totally tone deaf. Also, other people pointed out that several of the show's sponsors, Boeing, Toyota, Shell, Royal Caribbean, United Airlines, are companies that Duffy is supposed to regulate.
Yeah.
It is his job to regulate.
I was just going to say, shouldn't he be doing other things than this stupid road
Nothing
trip?
has happened in terms of Department of Transportation
right.
in this country since it's been total smooth sailing.
Yeah.
I'm
No, the
being
airlines are
actually-
in a good spot.
All airlines are great. We've never had any air crashes.
Beautiful. Yeah.
It's been good.
TSA
Yeah.
employees have always been paid.
Yes.
been
It's a
good.
perfect time.
It
And
truly-
also, I don't know if you're going to tell how long it took to make this.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that. Do you know?
Oh, it took them 7 months to
Oh,
make
incredible.
this show
Incredible.
on tax-free money.
So,
I'm gonna
to-
flip this
months.
tape.
I know.
7 months for him, he filmed this.
I know. So also to Millie's point, to Millie's facetious point earlier, on Friday, like it was like the same. He did like a Good Morning America hit to like promote this.
Mhm.
That day, a person who scaled the fence at the Denver airport was killed by a flight during
Yeah.
takeoff,
I
which
heard
is
about
I don't
that.
know how much of the transportation secretary actually has to do with something of that like that.
Yeah.
But either way, not a great look.
Right.
On Thursday of last week, a Delta Airlines employee was killed after a tug collided with a jet bridge at the Orlando airport. So that feels like it actually is an error,
Yeah.
an airline-based error. And Duffy's administration started with that collision over the Potomac in January of 2025 that killed 67 people that he and his department blamed on DEI.
Yeah.
So
And like, again, they fired a bunch of FAA people.
Yeah.
Spirit is gone.
yeah,
Like,
well, so we'll
I
get
mean,
into that. I
Spirit.
know that we've lost Spirit.
This is
Newark's been a mess. Like, it's just been a horrible general situation. Like, stuff that used to work is not working. So for him to be doing this, as many people pointed out, is ridiculous. Here are some of just the comments on the YouTube in the last day. Like, you can see these are all from like 17 hours ago, 20 hours
Yeah.
ago. Gas prices are through the roof. A major airline just collapsed, Spirit. And Americans are losing jobs. What do we need now? A reality show about the Secretary of Transportation's family vacation. The only thing missing is a private jet. How out of touch are these people? And then another person, I'm retired Navy. I'm lucky to have enough gas to get groceries. That next person, gas prices will limit any car travel this summer, which I like. Just like, I like
Yeah.
that. Just, this person feels like they're giving genuine advice
Yeah.
about the show. That they're just like, oh, no, we can't do it because of the gas
yeah,
prices. Then we got who's paying for this trip? You or us. The Great American Road Trip, sponsored by a Japanese automaker. I guess that's about Toyota. And then here's another one that just feels like advice. Bad timing. Gas prices are too expensive for road trips.
I mean,
Thanks,
exit
Exit
13A 2009
Yeah.
is right.
Yeah, exit 13A 2009 is correct. Gas prices are too expensive for road trips. This is bad timing.
Okay, I gotta just be honest. This is why I smoke so much jazz cabbage.
Mm.
This is why, okay? You don't understand. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Well,
Who's gonna
we're-
watch this for you? You think they're gonna get
Trump
bots?
Who's going to watch this?
Do you think they're gonna get bots like they did for the halftime show that they had? Remember they had all those
I
bots?
bet they will. I bet they'll inflate the views somehow.
It gotta be. Because where's this playing? On YouTube? Or is this
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
on
gonna
like
be on
one of
YouTube,
their
I
It's gonna be
think.
on
So people are gonna be
YouTube.
able to see.
They're in.
I'd be interested to see where it like ends up landing on views, because I can't imagine people want to watch this.
I mean, people might troll or hate watch or something. The views isn't what's getting me. It's just, I mean, it's kind of like tired to even bang on the hypocrisy drum anymore. But it's just like these people, like 300,000 Black women are out of jobs.
Yeah.
These people are talking about waste and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And you made a 7. Like, okay, if you're actually going to do this, like, I don't even think it's a terrible idea to have, a little shoot with your family.
Yeah. Like, I try to think, okay, if Pete Buttigieg and Chasten and the twins did a show where they went around and like went to different American households, I would potentially think that was cute.
Yeah.
I would at least maybe think it was unoffensive, but it would depend on how long it took to make, how many airplane crashes were happening during Pete Buttigieg's like tenure as the transportation secretary, the price of gas.
Yes.
Like,
the price of gas that, Pete Buttigieg's boss made worse, which is, again, the price of gas is expensive because Trump is
in a war.
attacking Iran.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why.
So that's the thing, is that it's like, it's not an inherently offensive idea. No. It's just the timing, as Exit 13A 2009 said, bad timing. Gas prices are too expensive for road trips. Obviously, like, so people don't like this, but then we get into, now the politicians are going to fight with each other on Twitter about this. So it becomes like a point to, like a thing to score points with. So first, Pete Buttigieg says, I love a good road trip, but this is brutally out of touch. A Trump cabinet member making a documentary about himself while regular families can't afford road trips anymore because Trump and his war put gas prices through the roof. So that's just pretty clearly exactly what we pretty much said. Gavin Newsom's office, as a reminder, which we talked about, he tweets in Trump voice. So that's why it will sound like this. But he said, Sean Duffy is a total disgrace. Multiple air accidents happened on his watch. And instead of doing his job, he's been filming a reality show on the taxpayer's dime. So obviously, like, everyone's getting their swings in.
Yeah.
Duffy, and then Duffy's wife responds.
Yeah.
So Duffy.
So excited.
Stephen, do you want to read?
Okay, fabulous. Are we ready for this?
Yeah.
The radical, miserable left has noticed our awesome Great American Road Trip trailer. And they hate it. It's too wholesome. It's too patriotic. It's too joyful. They're upset because they don't want you to celebrate America. And they definitely don't want you to teach your kids civics and patriotism. So they tell lies to undermine the mission. Here are the facts. Number 1. Production costs were paid for by the Great American Road Trip, Inc., not taxpayers. Liar. 0 taxpayer dollars were spent on my family. Liar. Number 2, neither myself nor my family received a salary or production royalties.
Okay.
The 5-part series will be freely accessible by the public on YouTube.
That's everything on YouTube. It's
Like,
freely accessible by the
No,
public.
3, the series was filmed in short 1 to 2 day production windows. Millie, you got that? Such as weekends
over
the course of 7 months. Did they need to do 7 months of 1 to 2 day production windows, such as weekends and the kids' spring break?
Just hate it. Number 4, career ethics and budget officials at the Department of Transportation reviewed and approved both my participation in individual travel in accordance with federal rules.
Liar.
Oh, God. Number 5, under my leadership, DOT has become the most responsive, productive, and transformational in its history, modernizing air traffic control, hiring 20% more controllers annually than my predecessor. What drugs are in? Moving grants at record speed, and removing illegal truck drivers from the road. What? Don't let the haters stop you from visiting our spectacular national parks, monuments, and sites in honor of America's 250th birthday. Our message is really simple. To love America is to see America.
And we'll just cut it there. He even has more to say, but it's an extremely, extremely long post. So
he literally just, he's lying.
So yeah, basically he gets back on Twitter. He's defending it. Then Chasten Buttigieg. So Pete Buttigieg is the last transportation secretary. Chasten Buttigieg is Pete Buttigieg's husband. Chasten posts about this, which means that now Duffy's wife, Miss Campos Duffy, gets in. So Chasten said first, the same Duffys who threw endless fits on national television when Pete was working on our son's ICU bedside are now bragging about their multi-month taxpayer-funded family road trip while gas and grocery prices soar for American families because of Trump's war of choice. So in case you want to remember, back in the day on Fox News, they made a whole thing about how Pete Buttigieg took paternity leave
because
and they had
he's gay. Yeah. They didn't want to say he's gay, but yeah.
Yeah, so they just wanted to act like it was like not good for him to take paternity leave
because it was adopted too. Like
and their kids were sick. They had 2 sick infants. They got twins. They were sick. Whatever. So now, do you want to read Miss Rachel Campos Duffy's response?
Stand down, Chaz. All production costs were paid for by the nonprofit The Great American Road Trip, Inc. No one in my family, including my husband, were paid to do this. We did it for free to celebrate America's 250 and encourage other Americans to get off their couches and screens and spend time together seeing our country. It was filmed in small 1 or 2 day stops over the course of 7 months. You and I both know that my husband has done more in 1 year to transform the DOT and the ATC, I don't know what, Department of Transportation and ATC, I don't know. Then your
Air traffic control.
Then your husband did in over 4 years on the job. I still hope your family also embarks on a civic adventure this summer to celebrate America, because to love America, you got to see America.
Not the tagline at the end.
I know. It's so funny that they both have the same tagline and they both have like the same, like, this is coached language for sure.
100%.
That's kind of the thing is like to be in Trump's cabinet, you have to want to be on TV and fall in line with Trump.
I have zero dignity. Don't forget the zero dignity.
Zero dignity. So it's like, I'm like, because they're not saying we used our own money for this.
Yeah.
It's also, like, we did it for free. It's like, you got to go on a fucking free vacation and you got to get camera
What's the Great American Road Trip, Inc.? Who owns the Great American Road Trip,
It's a nonprofit. And then all the sponsors of the nonprofit are Toyota and so basically every company that Sean Duffy has to regulate just donated some. It's not
exactly.
It's the Hatch Act. It's a violation of the Hatch Act.
Yeah, it's very, very transparently that's the thing is like, even if on some technical level taxpayer dollars aren't going to this, it's because they got a bunch of people who are going to get tax breaks that we're eventually going to pay for to be the sponsors of it. So it all does, like, we are ultimately paying for this road trip.
Yeah,
we pay for everything.
You know, because just speaking of Rachel Campos Duffy, and like I think about Vance's
Vance.
Yeah, like what is going through their heads? Because it's like, girl, like you're next.
Yeah,
like, what are you doing?
It's impossible to know.
Yeah, it's so complicated to get into the mind of a woman of color conservative. We can't even, like, you can write, like, maybe if I went and got a PhD in psychology, sociology, I would write it all on, like,
you could start to theorize.
Usha Vance, just in how she reconciles with her life. The right-wing movement in India. Like, it's a lot of stuff. And Rachel Campos Duffy, who is second generation, and also families from Spain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of complicated history, whiteness,
Yeah,
there's too much for this hour and a half podcast.
For this segment, because it's actually time for us to move to our next segment.
Yes.
Okay.
For Grasshole of the Week, where we nominate one person, entity, thing, place, culture to log off the most. And this person this week, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Very surprised we've never nominated them. James Charles.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And that's why we're so happy that Steven
is here.
Made it today instead of our original guest. Who canceled 2 minutes before after we followed up with them.
Anyway, it ended up perfect. I was going to say, like, James Charles, I feel like is Hall of Fame material, but sometimes it takes us a minute. Like, remember when we first nominated Bethany Frankel, we were like, it's surprising that it's taken this long to get here. Trump, it's taking this long. James Charles feels like could be a Hall of Fame person.
Could be Hall of Fame. There's a lot of trouble and drama going on. We did a Bi Sister Patreon episode.
We did.
And we gave James Charles the benefit of the doubt. We said that Tati was going too hard. Like, James was a young guy.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. You can hear our opinions. Like, but not today.
Not today.
James does not get the sympathetic thing today. Okay, so James Charles, if you're like, who the fuck is James Charles? James Charles is a makeup influencer with 40 million followers on TikTok, approximately 23.9 million subscribers on his YouTube, and about 19 million followers on Instagram.
Okay, not bad.
So
those are some elegant numbers.
Better than I'm doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's been. I think where we came down was like James Charles was the first kind of male makeup YouTuber that's for like a young kid who is queer. So it's also like that kind of like star power. And like I think it's arguable. I think maybe, I don't know how many followers Olivia Rodrigo has, but I would say maybe it's around 19 million.
Yeah.
So it's like huge star.
And he's just like kind of like one of those figures that was at the forefront of a huge thing too.
And has done a good job to stay relevant.
Yeah. And he's like adapted to every platform and all that other stuff.
Yeah. So the internet says that James Charles is worth $22 million. Okay. He did buy a $7 million house in 2020. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you have 29 million YouTube subscribers, like, and 70 million TikTok followers, like, you're making good amount of money.
Yeah.
But last weekend, Spirit, in terms of, I don't know if we really addressed the Spirit Airlines.
We addressed it briefly.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's a real tragedy.
It's a real tragedy. It's really sad.
It's really sad.
I did my subway take on how Spirit Airlines did not deserve the hate. I flew Spirit. I would have continued to fly Spirit.
It's an important, foundation of Dominican families in the United States. And, last week it went out of business and 17,000 people lost their jobs. And especially with flight attendants, what sucks is that I think from my understanding is that there's a flight attendant union and there are a lot of non-union flight attendant jobs, and Spirit was one of them. Mm-hmm. And because Spirit was a non-union flight attendant job, like the way that you get your routes and the better pay and all that is by seniority. Mm-hmm. But because they're not union, even if they've worked for 20 years, they're at the bottom of the totem pole if they go somewhere new. So, like they have to start with like, not minimum, some airlines are trying to honor and all that stuff, but like there's rumors that JetBlue might not make it in the next few months.
Oh no, that's my other favorite. That's my other favorite.
And you know what? And you know what our Department of Transportation is doing?
A reality show.
Reality show with his fuck-ass family. Anyway, a Spirit Airlines employee DMs James Charles and asked like, hey, can you help me out? And this is what our friend posted.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's a GoFundMe link. Any donations help. I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God. Welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you? Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off, okay? I'm not the one. Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally gonna be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's gonna be the real life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million that everybody else dies. Go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this. Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love you and I appreciate you. This bitch, you lost your fucking job? What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
I think he's talking to himself, right?
Yeah.
He's definitely talking to himself. What? You irrelevant little schmuck. Are you kidding me? Also, what are you, 40 now? What are you doing, like a little Twinkie boy? I'm sorry. What a little schmuck.
How old is James Charles?
He's not that old.
40.
He started when he was 15. So
yeah.
Damn, I really wanted to be right about that.
He's 26.
Oh,
So
that can't be right.
No, that's right.
Yeah,
Damn.
because he was a child.
He
when
was a
the-
child.
What is
he
wrong
came
with
out.
him?
He's been online for a really long time. I mean, here's the thing. What's funny is initially I will say that I do question the wisdom of trying to DM James Charles to get help for this, whatever. But him just number one being you lost your job. That's the real world. It's you're someone who's been a makeup influencer for
since
how
you were
long?
15.
Since you were 15 years old.
14.
What do you possibly know about this? The real world and getting jobs. Number two, you acknowledged that 17,000 people lost their jobs. So this thing of you're lazy and that's why you lost your job is completely untrue. It's people who were laid off because of all of the things we've been talking about on this episode. And it's just such a bad look to go after someone like this, even though I do think that it is weird to DM celebrities and ask them to donate to your GoFundMe.
Yeah.
You as the celebrity have to just delete
Literally.
the DM.
Because also, I show pure desperation, right? You're I have nothing, so maybe you just try to get a shout out. But also the fact that when he was saying it, did you see the moment when his face totally cracked and he's like, I'm not helping you, total evil face, left his body. I don't know what that was. That was nonsense.
Also, I mean, obviously that video was deleted.
Yeah.
But it's
deleting gets worse.
He really thought that he ate with that.
His Mr. Beast impression was funny.
The Mr. Beast
the
thing was
impression
funny.
of Mr. Beast doing hiring a bunch of Spirit Airlines employees to do a Beast Games, that he cooked a little bit there. Otherwise, I would have deleted all the rest of the video.
I think I also understand people asking you for stuff and they don't even follow you.
Yeah.
I get that, but also you have 40 million followers. You're not I feel that because that is a whole thing where it's this girl asked me to hook her up for a job and didn't even follow me. I'm holding on by a thread. Every follow for me counts. Every follow for Go Touch Grass counts. That's why you can follow us on Patreon, whatever, right? Yeah. It's make or break for us.
Yeah.
James Charles, you got 20 million on each thing. Whatever. And just ignore it. But
it's just interesting to me also that he's looking at his personal DMs to this degree.
Well, he's trying to get the Slayer's low bottom.
Yeah, he's trying.
I guess
Sorry,
that's the
James.
best. It's the best place to get to find out how to be a bottom. I guess or something.
Yeah.
That's why he's looking
He's
there.
trying
to
to get
see
his
if there's-
bottoming application.
He's trying to get his bottoming application because I bet you there's trade in the DMs.
I'll tell you.
But then.
Gotta be less of a schmuck there, James.
Well, but then don't get pissed when it's not. We probably went and checked. There was no trade in the DMs. It was just people asking. And he saw this one thing and he thought oh, I'm sick of everyone asking me in general or feeling like they can do that. But I'm going to take it out publicly on this one woman.
But imagine he actually was he did a nice thing, was oh, you should help this person out. I guarantee it would have if anything got him more fans.
I mean, it would have made him look good. But at the bottom line, it's you just don't have to say anything.
No.
Or you could say all this stuff in your group chat with other influencer people who might commiserate with you because it is strange to have random strangers like send you their personal tragedies and ask you for money. Like that's a weird thing to calibrate, but that's a conversation for you to have privately in a group chat with your friends.
Well, guys, people were not happy about this online, clearly. So people started criticizing James as entitled. Somebody wrote on Twitter. Now, obviously, Twitter, people are not happy about that. This on Twitter.
Yeah.
They're not happy about anything on Twitter, but obviously this they really went off on. Yeah. Somebody said, quote, "Welcome to the real world. He doesn't even exist in the world as an influencer. He's so beyond out of touch and is acting like he understands the struggle." One of the biggest complainers was Meghan McCain, who slammed him, saying on a repost of that video, she said, "Imagine how desperate and humbled the person who DM'd him asking for help because they lost their job. Why are people so cruel? What is the point of this video other to embarrass this person? Do influencers like this even ever interact with actual people?" Then Meghan McCain got like hate from that.
But that's her whole life is posting and getting hate and all that.
That's how she thrives.
That's that's
somebody
where she
said
lives.
he's an annoying narcissist, but he's not wrong that someone who just lost their job probably didn't actually and is just a scammer shouldn't be messaging random influencers asking for donations.
I think that it's like, don't give the person money. You are not, as James Charles, obligated to give someone money because they DM you their GoFundMe and say that they were a Spirit employee, whatever, but just don't
engage.
Again, like it just is like such a tone deaf video.
Yeah. You know, other people were talking about like times where they lost their jobs when the market crashed during the Obama presidency and all that stuff. And then one person who criticized him was makeup influencer Jackie Aina or Jackie Asmoa. She's also very popular, but just has a fraction of the followers. Mm-hmm. She has 3 million subscribers on YouTube, 2 million on Instagram. And,
not bad.
You know, again, we'll take those numbers, but they're not nearly as big as James, and she's had this to say.
I understand not wanting to be a bank. I understand not wanting to be treated like a disposable source of income all the time. I understand that. I get it. But not responding was also an option. A very respectable and easy option. You simply could have just not responded. It's the fact that you turn on your camera, you recorded this, seemingly sober, ? And you posted it. For what? You thought we was gonna be on your side? Absolutely not. What's particularly annoying about this is that I know ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm not saying that I want something to happen to you, but all I'm saying is as a white man, you can turn on your camera, talk absolutely crazy out the side of your neck, and it's going to warrant 0 consequences for you, much like many other things.
I think that's what makes this like a very classic grass hole in a way, where it's like logging off was the thing that you needed to do, not posting. Maybe you record the video and then you realize, actually, this comes off wrong. Whatever. I did a weird rant. I don't want to post it. But at every step of the way, he needed to log off, and logging off did not take place.
Logging off did not take place, at least because we are going to watch his now deleted apology video.
Are you serious?
Because he deleted it? And he deleted it. So let me know why you think he deleted this apology video.
Okay. I ended up deleting the video that I posted yesterday talking about people who send me GoFundMe links that have never followed, supported, DM me before, just begging for money. And most people were like, enjoying the video, saying it was a valid point, but it definitely started causing some discourse in the comments. And a lot of people were just saying it was out of touch and insensitive. And they're right. It was definitely a harsh choice of words, maybe not my best video. And I deleted it. But of course, the internet is forever. And now a lot of content creators are using like the 5-second clip in the very beginning where I'm like, you're a lazy piece of shit, get a new job, to upload their cute little think pieces being like, influencers are all so out of touch. This is so disgusting. You don't know how hard it is in the job market these days. Oh my God, give me a fucking break. I am out of touch, first and foremost. Okay. I am never going to be one of those influencers that gets online and pretends to be poor so I can come across as relatable to my audience. I think it's tacky, I think it's annoying, and I also think it's quite insulting to the audience watching, as if you guys are going to be fooled into thinking that. You've been watching me for 10 years now. It's no secret that I have been able to find success doing what I've done. It didn't start that way, though. I started from literally nothing and had a dream for myself and was determined to literally do anything to make it happen. And luckily, I've been blessed to be able to do that and now call this my full-time job. The reason I made that video yesterday, though, was a lot of people these days do not have the make it work mentality. They have no desire to actually put in the effort to try to fix a problem and get themselves out of a situation. They immediately result in asking for help. And don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for help. In my personal opinion, though, it should be a last resort. If you disagree, that's totally fine. That's your personal opinion. I'm not going to apologize for having mine. There's a lot of people responding back to the video being like, oh my gosh, he has no idea how hard the job market is. I've been applying for new jobs for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years now, and I've literally heard back nothing from any of the jobs. I'm sorry that that is happening to people. I know that the job market fucking sucks. I've heard so many horror stories. I can't even imagine what that's like. Those are the people, in my opinion, that are totally valid in asking for help. The person that I made the video about yesterday lost their job last week at Spirit Airlines, along with 17,000 other people. And granted, I don't know this person. Maybe making a GoFundMe link was really their last resort. I just personally do not believe that to be the case because I know for a fact that they sent the same exact DM to hundreds of different influencers and celebrities. This person did not follow me. They have never DM'd me previously. They have never supported me on any social platforms. They have never purchased from Painted. This person was literally just spam copying and pasting this DM to every person that they assumed had money to offer them. And I'm sorry, just because somebody has money does not mean that you're entitled. I'm sorry if that comes across as insensitive or privileged or mean, but welcome to the real world. It's fucking hard out there. Nobody owes anybody anything. The universe will constantly remind you of that. And a little bit of effort goes a really, really long way sometimes. I stand behind what I said 10 toes down. Instead of spending an hour copying and pasting the same DM to 100 different celebrities or influencers, you could have spent the same amount of time copying and pasting a job application to hundreds of different companies. Or, hear me out, put in a little bit of effort. If you want to send the DMs, at least spend 20 seconds before you hit send, customizing it to the person that you're asking for money from, right? Hi, sister. James, I've been watching your YouTube videos since I was a teenager. You really taught me how to do makeup and have positively impacted my life every single Friday. Hey, I'm in this shitty situation. Do you think that you could help? Probably would have gone a lot further than a generic message. Or instead of copy and pasting the same job application to hundreds of different companies, send in 10 job applications to companies that you really care about and you think you could fit in with, and then customize your application and your cover letter, letting these recruiters or hiring people know that you're the best candidate for this job and why they should want you on their team. I know putting in the extra work and effort probably feels useless when you know that you're in a sea of DMs or job applicants, but trust and believe, as somebody who's now on the other side of things, the little bit of extra effort does go a very long way. And unfortunately, taking the easy route is usually never going to work. That's just my 2 cents. Just a word of advice. You can take it, you can leave it. It's all good. I just wanted to provide some more context on my video yesterday because I do not like how it's being twisted and taken out of context. It was definitely never my intention to undermine anybody who's trying to work and provide a better future for themselves, their family, and their loved ones. I just don't exactly think that that is what this person was trying to do, or at least the right way to go about doing it.
Oh, boy.
Just like...
it's very Kim Kardashian, nobody wants to work anymore. There's so many contradictions within it because it's like, on the one hand, he's like, yeah, I am out of touch. Like, I'm not going to pretend like I'm not. But it's like, but in the other video, you're talking about this is the real world, blah, blah, blah. That.
Yeah.
Like, you are, I guess you're not saying I'm the everyman, but don't tell me what the real world is about. And then in another video, be like, I am out of touch. I've been very successful, whatever.
I think it's one thing to be, and I guess that is a thing of like, I don't think that people want to see people cosplay as poor.
Yeah.
But like, I guess out of touch is like being in sync with what the conversation is and what the world is talking about.
Yeah.
Knowing that the job market is really, really bad. Knowing what created the situation that 17,000 Spirit employees became out of work. Having a little bit of an understanding about what the economy is like for people. All of that you can do and still be someone who was a makeup influencer and very successful for many, many years. So it's like the out of touch thing isn't just like, oh, we want you to pretend to know what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
You can be aware of things that don't affect you.
Literally.
Like,
Literally.
you can have awareness, and he doesn't have any awareness. And also, like, it's the same shitty tone as the original video. So again, why post this?
Do you think he's posted another apology for this apology yet?
He has.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
He has. But I want you to. Also, guys, he's not wearing a shirt and he's in bed.
Yes, I was gonna say he's also
he's laying down.
The classic construction. I feel like the new.
What is that?
Why do they do
What
that?
is that?
Put on a shirt, sit up straight, and say you're sorry.
It's very interesting to me, and it's almost like the new Notes app apology for Gen Z is like the laying down in bed, staring at the camera apology. And I wonder if it's supposed to.
That's not apologizing.
No, that's not apologizing. I wonder if it's supposed to come off as like
I'm
more
vulnerable.
authentic, or like I'm just
vulnerable,
doing this in the moment. Yeah. And like also like I don't care, but I do care. Like it's making you seem nonchalant, but also that you care enough to post the video, but also like you're authentic because you're in bed. There's something that's clearly trying to be communicated by this, because we've seen now multiple apology videos, usually ones that are kind of like they're not really apologizing for the thing, where the person is laying in bed and looking, and it's always a youth.
Well, also, it makes me think of the baseball girl who said, someone almost thought I was a single mother. You know, that person.
Yes.
That was another Patreon episode with her apology video. She had like soaking wet hair.
Yeah.
And I'm like she looked like she just got out of the shower. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, maybe it's supposed to try to give off the vibe that like, I'm just doing this right now. Like, I just have to get this off my chest.
So he deleted that one,
of course,
and then deleted this one. So let's see if third time's a charm.
And he is laying down again.
And he also deleted this one.
Cool. And we're laying down shirtless. Great.
Yesterday morning, I posted a video on this account talking about how a woman had lost her job at Spirit Airlines, and she sent me a message with a GoFundMe link asking me to donate. And the video is basically me yelling at the camera, being super upset and frustrated because this person had never followed me, never supported me before. And it was clear that she had basically copied and pasted this DM to every influencer and celebrity she possibly could, asking for a handout. And I called her lazy. I said she was stupid. And I said she should have spent the time that she spent copying and pasting the message, applying for jobs instead. This video was fucking stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it. And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help in a situation where she was clearly really struggling, and this could have been her absolute last resort. I have no idea what was going on in her life, and I should have never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM as an easy way out. I don't know. I just don't know. My intention behind making this video in the first place was I get a lot of messages like this every single day. And for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account. But what I'm sure sucks even fucking more is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're going to be able to put food on the table for yourself and your family. So it really doesn't matter what my intentions were behind making the video, because it came across as super fucking privileged and like I was basically shaming anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention, and it really hurt a lot of people. And I know that it's not that easy. I know that the job market fucking sucks right now. I have friends that are looking for jobs. I have my own employees that I try my best to take care of. And I've heard so many fucking horror stories online of companies ghosting people, recruiters wasting everybody's time, people applying for job after job and not hearing back for 6 months, a year, 2 years. I know that it's really fucking hard out there, and that most people are just doing their best and trying their best to figure it out and to make it by. And if this person happened to choose sending out GoFundMe links as their method of trying to make it by, who am I to judge? Especially when you consider the fact that my method of figuring it out and getting by was making makeup videos online. I just happened to get really lucky, and now, years later, I'm in a blessed and privileged position. But as somebody with a platform, it's my responsibility to humble myself and to never take what I have for granted. And when I made that video today, that is exactly what I did. I was speaking from a very privileged, obnoxious, ignorant standpoint. And for anybody that saw that video and was disappointed or upset with what I said, I am super sorry, especially to the woman from Spirit Airlines. I did try to look for her message earlier before making this video, and I couldn't find it. If you see this video and you want to get in touch, I would love to apologize to you directly and to help you out a little bit. But if you are not comfortable with that, I totally understand too. I really appreciate anybody that sent me a message or left a comment about this video today, letting me know how insensitive it was. I really needed to hear that, and I really need to think twice before I hit record and just start yapping on this account. I genuinely treat this spam page like I'm on FaceTime with you guys. I love to laugh and tell you stories and rant and scream at the camera and joke around with y'all, but sometimes I genuinely forget how many people are watching, and it was completely inappropriate to make a joke out of somebody just trying to provide for themselves and their family. That's definitely my bad.
Do you think he's like, sounds like he's crying?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
like,
trying to, right? Like, I'm like, you're just mad that
I think
you
it's
suck, dude.
Yeah, I think it's like kind of all contrived at this point. Again, it's like logging off was the key.
All you had to do
you
was
posted
legitimately
through
go
it
touch
3
Reddit.
times,
Yeah.
posted through it, deleted it, and, you know, now he got back to regularly scheduled programming, which is his groundbreaking, important thing that, like, how dare these people not support and follow, which is, you know.
Everybody knows that I'm the queen of Coca-Cola. Hello. So I have 7 cola-flavored drinks in front of me, and I'm going to see if I can guess that.
Wait a minute. That happened. That was the following video posted?
That was the video posted.
Incredible.
Blind soda taste test where
Incredible.
James Charles put 7 different sodas with a box over it and sipped one by one and tried to guess.
I guess you got to get back to business.
Yeah, but it's like, how dare you not support me? You don't follow me. And it's like, well, James.
Yeah.
You're putting all your shit is either Spawn or soda tests.
I know.
I just like I need to touch grass.
Yeah.
Like, what did I just watch?
I know.
That man was just spiraling, but also it's like, you know, we really all should just stop watching him.
Yeah.
Stop giving him the
but
views.
Once you're at the level of followers that he has,
It
it's
just
like it
doesn't-
just gets served to people at that point. Like,
it's like that's the thing. It's like, it's probably like one of the first accounts. Like, if you say you're into makeup, it suggests you like James Charles
he
first.
probably has like deals with these various platforms. That's like when you're a creator, whatever influencer on the level of like a James Charles, you have a personal relationship with YouTube,
And
Instagram, TikTok.
True.
Like,
YouTube pays you money to post 5 times a week or something, and you get like really good monetization.
Yeah.
That is why he did something with Jeffree Star, right? He does
Probably.
Yeah, and then
Probably.
also
I think we might have talked about that.
Yeah, but I don't think they talk anymore though.
No,
there's a lot there.
Also, he said he did everything by himself. From that episode you guys didn't someone else help him get to the level he's at?
That's the thing with the bootstraps mentality and all that shit that people say, like, it was so easy for me. Like, actually, truly, nobody does anything by themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you
Everyone
do get
had help.
some support sometime. You know, does that mean that it's never going to be, it was always easy for him?
Yeah.
Or it was always like immediately, like he got everything he wanted? No, but.
He did build an impressive, successful makeup YouTube empire. Like he can lay claim to that, and he did it at a very young age. But yeah, there's always help. There's different privileges that intersect, etc. And also, like, if you've been a successful influencer for as long as you've been, maybe just stay out of conversations about like the job market and being lazy.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like, I feel like that Kim Kardashian nobody knows how to work anymore thing went so viral that you would think he would in the moment clock that he was sounding like that himself, but people don't hear themselves.
Yeah, no, I think that was full delusion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he knows.
But he definitely got all the language from the comments right in that last one. He's like, he had a very like, I'm going to name all of the things. I'm going to say exactly what it was.
But he deleted it, right?
I think
this last one.
I could not find.
So it's all deleted.
Like, I imagine he like cleared, let's just start with the soda.
Yeah, because look, like, this is soda.
Like it's all deleted. I mean, it's all deleted.
It's all
See,
that's
wild.
That's why we don't post through.
That's why you don't post through.
You don't post through.
You log off. You don't post through.
All right, James. So for the crime of telling a recently laid off Spirit Airlines employee that she's a lazy piece of shit, posting 2 apology videos and then deleting them. And then posting the blind soda taste test.
Yeah, and then posting blind soda taste test.
James Charles,
Go touch grass.
Yes.
Steven, take us home. You were wonderful. Where can we find you?
You can check me out at StevenZakari.com. I got some shows coming up this summer. I'm hosting a pride show in Woodstock, Vermont.
Whoa!
I'm doing my fruit show, my forbidden fruit show, which you were in one time.
I was in at Stonewall.
You were the straighty. You were the one straighty.
I was the one straighty.
But I'm doing it in Tokyo.
Yeah!
That's awesome.
Fun.
That's really exciting. So to all of our listener in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Kite kudasai. Yeah, kite kudasai. A lot of American comics are going to Tokyo now, so it's really cool.
日本語話しますか？
ちょっと話します。
すごいだよ。私の日本語は下手だと思います。
私の日本語は超忘れました。
すごい。
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Until next time,
go touch grass.
Go Touch Grass is created and hosted by Elise Morales and Millie Tamares.
And our theme song is by Doug Wydick.
Starting something isn't just hard, it's terrifying. So much work goes into this thing that you're not entirely sure will work out, and it can be hard to make that leap of faith. Trust me, I know. When I started this podcast, I wasn't even sure what I was doing. What if no one listens? What if I make a fool of myself always? What if no one buys my merch? Now I know that I was right in believing in myself and launching Go Touch Grass. Despite all these fears and hesitations, it also helps to have a partner like Elise and also like Shopify on your side to help.
Shopify is the e-commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. From household names like Go Touch Grass to brands just getting started like Go Touch Grass. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store that matches your brand style. Accelerate your efficiency whether you're uploading new products or trying to improve existing ones. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography.
It's time to turn those what-ifs into... with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/GoTouchGrass. Go to shopify.com/GoTouchGrass. That's shopify.com/GoTouchGrass.